This is cream spinach, and I got, what do you got? Maybe 3 slices of bacon in here. You could have 4 if you wanted. This just seems to be long. And then I cooked up the spinach according to directions, and I had to drain it real good, which is a little bit hard to get it all drained, but it's drained pretty good. Fresh spinach works better, but I don't have fresh spinach that way. I just follow some of the spinach that you buy in the store. You can put in the microwave and cook it, but this one here says put in a saucepan and cover it with water and boil it for 3 minutes. And then I reduced it to simmer, but I didn't leave it too long because I'm going to really be cooking it in there. I don't really need to cook the whole thing. It's cooked pretty good. You got to buy I would say, pound or 2. You know how spinach is, it cooks way down. You know when you cook it, you just have to have a big pot and cook it down. That's where Grandma made it. Most times she made fresh spinach, but I've only done it a couple times. And you know, if it has the tough stems on it, you cut the tough stems off. You know, but you just want the leaf.
How did you learn how to make all that stuff, Grandma?
I watched Grandma. Grandma watched Grandma. This doesn't make a, very big batch. Just probably 2 or 3 people, about 3 people. It takes a lot of spinach to get this little dab of spinach. This is called baby leaf spinach. Some of them you buy at the store, like this is cut leaf spinach, it'll say, But I don't want just chopped spinach because it's too small. I'll get cut leaf spinach. And this is baby leaf spinach. I probably would have preferred cut leaf spinach, but this is what I grabbed. When you go to the store, sometimes it's baby spinach, like this is supposed to be the small leaves, but some of them are the big leaves, and you would have to kind of...
Are you done with this?
Up a little bit, yeah. So, if Dad would grow his own spinach, yeah, then I would use his spinach. You gonna grow spinach this year?
Why don't you grow your spinach?
Well,
The only thing with, I think you could freeze it up, I was supposed to say you have to use it right away when you
Yeah.
cut it. I think didn't Grandpa grow his own spinach? 'Cause I think she always made this with him.
seemed like they did raise good on raising spinach.
Well, I think she made this mostly with fresh spinach, but just only a couple times did I really buy fresh spinach at the store. I just bought the frozen stuff. The main thing with this is to give it flavor and also get enough bacon grease here so you can cook up your onion in there, cut up some onion in there, and then you put a little bit of flour in there and thicken it up. Then you pour the spinach in and add an egg and milk. And that's about all there is to it. So now if the whole gang was coming over, I would have to have probably at least 3 of those packages. I'd probably have maybe 8 or 10 slices of bacon in there. Cut it up. The more you serve, the more you have to increase your bacon and everything else. Maybe even as much as 2 eggs. When Grandma was cooking, she always made the spinach, not me. But then when she quit cooking, whenever that was, then I thought, I better learn how to make that spinach.
So you did?
So I did, yes. But she didn't measure anything. No, I just kind of estimate, but it's just from watching her, just kind of know. It always turns out pretty similar to hers, except like I say, I think most of the time she used fresh spinach, and I cheat and I use the frozen stuff. So slice it up because that'll be mixed into the spinach. Tiny chunks.
Hey, doggy.
Well, I just have it kind of on a medium. If it starts going too fast, and turn it down, I'll be burning the bacon. Down Bowman years ago, we were camping and we were making bacon, and you're frying it too fast. You gotta fry it slower. Okay. Now we're gonna add the onion. Put some onion in there. Oh, I turned it down a little bit because it was going kind of fast. In fact, I'm going to turn it to low. Because the onion, the meat's done, so I don't want to.
You have that stuff splattered on your lamb.
Because when you take a look at it, and there'll be little spots of grease on it. That's probably all the onion I'm going to use. You think several tablespoons full. I got it on low now because, like I say, it's getting kind of hot. Get the onion kind of, get the drippings in there help. I'm just letting what do you call it, the onion caramelize a little bit, cook it in a little bit before I put the spinach in. Okay, now I'm going to probably be, let's see here, add some flour just kind of for the thickening. What do you think that'd be about?
No measuring going on
I
there.
bet you could go cornstarch even in it.
Yeah, but Grandma, I stay with Grandma's way of doing stuff. She
This
used
is the
flour.
original.
So I would say I probably add a good couple tablespoons of flour. Maybe even a little more, 2.5 tablespoons of flour. It gets kind of thick, but it'll come out. When I add the milk to it and everything, that brown stuff will all come up. So now I'm just going to throw the spinach in. I will turn the heat up a little bit. That around. Do a lot of stirring. Keep up with it until it. Now that I got this kind of mixed in a little bit, I'm going to take this egg, throw the egg in. I guess I'll just set that other in. Mix it real quick before the egg all sticks on. Just get it into the spinach. And that's what brings it together. Looking more like cream spinach all the time. Let that cook in. And then the last thing I'll do, I'll add a little bit of milk, just kind of to give it a little more liquid base. See, now I'm getting some of the brown stuff off of there. It helps. But I keep this pushing around so the egg doesn't stick on. I want it to just blend in. There goes your buzzer.
Okay, how's it looking then? It could stay in a little longer probably.
Probably, I doubt if it's doing much at that low heat, and then I'll just take just a little at a time and just add the milk in. And of course, while doing this, I'll end up adding salt and pepper. And basically, that's all the ingredients. By the time I'm said and done, it might be almost a half a cup. I don't know if it'll even be that much, but I don't want it too soupy. You can just kind of tell. And then I'll just, like Grandma always did, she would just turn it down and just let it simmer. And then just throw a little pepper on. And where did the salt go? There it is. Throw some salt on. Usually I undersalt everything, I don't know, but anyway, you can use your own judgment on that. So that's about it. I just kind of simmer it for maybe 5 or so minutes. Sometimes I'll add a little more milk to it if it seems like it's cooking in too much, just so I can keep it. But I have it on low, so that's basically the spinach. That's why I didn't cook it that much in here. I just boiled it to 3 minutes, and then I more or less let it go at that and drained it out because I knew I'd be cooking it in the pan. I can fix this ahead of time for anybody comes and just cover it up. And I could even turn it off, I guess, and then when everybody gets here, I'll just add a little more milk to it just to bring up the creaminess. You always add a little milk if you feel like it needs a little more. But that is it. It's cream spinach.
Cream spinach in a pan.
How does the ribs
Well,
look?
I don't know. You use your own judgment. I mean, they look about the same as they did when you put them in.